Here's why you play Bane, the Frozen King in the EXP lane. First off, he boasts massive damage potential, especially against high HP targets thanks to his skills that scale with enemy health. Bane also has exceptional sustain due to his healing ability, allowing him to stay in lane longer than most fighters. His ultimate provides AoE control, making him a strong force in team fights, especially when diving into the enemy backline. However, Bane is relatively slow without his second skill, making it harder for him to escape dangerous situations. He is also vulnerable to long-range attacks from mages and marksmen. Bane's passive ability, Shark Bite, allows him to store up to 2 stacks of tidal energy when using his skills. Each basic attack consumes a stack to deal additional physical damage, scaling with his physical attack and a percentage of the target's max HP. This passive makes Bane's basic attack incredibly strong, especially when facing tanky opponents. Bane's first skill, Crab Claw Cannon, fires a projectile in a straight line, dealing damage to the first enemy hit and then causing additional damage to another enemy behind them. This skill also slows enemies for a short time. It's great for poking during the laning phase and finishing off enemies that try to escape. Bane's second skill, Ale, allows him to recover HP by chugging ale and gain extra movement speed that decays over time. If you activate the skill, again, Bane spits venom at enemies, dealing magic damage in a fan-shaped area. This ability gives Bane sustain and mobility in fights, allowing him to heal and reposition. Bane's ultimate ability, Deadly Catch, summons a group of sharks that charge in a target direction, and knocking enemies airborne and slowing enemies hit. This skill is excellent for crowd control and disrupting enemy formations, especially in team fights. It also deals extra damage to turrets, making it a great tool for sieging. In team fights, you should start by using Bane's second skill to close the gap and gain healing, following it up by using his ultimate to knock enemies airborne, then use an enhanced basic attack to capitalize on the chaos. Afterward, spit venom with the second skill, another basic attack, and finish off enemies with your third skill and one more basic attack. Moving on to builds, I usually go Arcane Boots, Stardom Scythe, Holy Crystal, Lightning Truncheon, Divine Glaive, and Blood Wings. These are the emblems that go along with this build, though I recommend that you change your build to counter the enemy picks and not rely on a pre-built one. You should consider taking Execute to finish off low health opponents, or Flicker for additional mobility to escape or chase. Bane excels against tanky heroes like Hylos or Belleric, thanks to his percentage-based damage from Shark Bite. However, he struggles against long-range mages like Veil or Savior who can poke him from a distance before he can close in. He works well with heroes that group enemies together like Tigreal or Luo Yi, allowing his ultimate to hit multiple targets. You should max out your first skill first, as it deals consistent damage and is useful for poking. You should prioritize upgrading a second skill for healing and mobility. Always upgrade your ultimate Deadly Catch when available. Bane's strength lies in his sustain and his ability to deal percentage-based damage to enemies, especially tanks. In the laning phase, use your first skill to poke and farm safely, and don't be afraid to trade with your opponent thanks to the healing from your second skill. In team fights, always try to engage with your ultimate, as its crowd control can easily disrupt the enemy's positioning. Save your second skills heal for critical moments or when you need to close in on fleeing enemies. Timing your enhanced basic attacks between skills is crucial to maximizing your damage output, so always be aware of when you have a stack ready from Shark Bite. Lastly, Bane is great at taking out turrets quickly with his ultimate, so don't hesitate to push when you get the chance.